African, all my diamonds African. I might go and back to I already had that, went and got a battle.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Our game tonight featuring Kansas City as they go up against the
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Oh, say does that.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Cavaliers in an interconference battle here at the Quicken Loans Arena. Here's the starting group for Kansas City. Brook Lopez is out there with Parker. Then there's Harris. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Curry in at the point guard position. Now, here's DeRozan over Gasol. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Ball with it. Pass to Valanciunas. Young against Harris. Takes the 13-footer. Rebounded by Kansas City.
And despite the outcome, I think they'll feel a little better about that game. There are a lot of positives that they can take away from that performance.
Well, you hope they learn from the experience, and it's a shame it had to come at the expense of a loss because they did play well enough to win.
Well, we're about halfway through the season outdoors. It's no longer new. The playoffs are still a ways away. Seems like a time when players can start to lose focus.
No doubt, Kevin. You have that sense that maybe the All-Star break is coming or going, and you still have that fight you've got to get through, the February, March doldrums. But this is why coaches always talk about, let's play in the moment. Let's not worry about the results, what you can do every day, each moment. When you can do those kinds of things and just lock in on small tasks, then you've got a team that can contend.
Good coaches always seem to steer their teams in the right direction at this time of the year.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Up top, Curry. He's covered by Ball. The shot by Curry, no good.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
For Kansas City, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Here's Parker. Good D by Thompson.
Boy, I didn't think he had a chance of stopping that lay-in. What a gutsy defensive play.
That one, no good. And Kansas City will go the other way with it.
Well, it's been an up-and-down quarter for him on the offensive end. Mostly down, though. Boy, they leave an area of the floor totally unprotected, and he lets it go to waste.
Ball against Curry. Three-pointer. Drops in the tray. Ball's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm and confidence from beyond.
Now, here's Curry. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. Lopez outside. Shot clock at 5. That's a 2 from Parker, and Valanciunas pulls it down. Young up top, guarded by Harris.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Well, you can see he's sputtering a bit, but he's trying to get going. I do like that he's continuing to be aggressive.
Here's Young, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Young taking his time here. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throw of the game right now. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Well, Kevin, the 5th overall pick back in 2011, Valanciunas has worked so hard to improve his entire game. I'll tell you, it's paid off, Kevin. He can impact a game in a lot of different ways.
Now, here's Ball. Teardrop shot, Thompson inside the line. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Kansas City. They trail by 6. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. Two teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
And the fact that they split their 2 meetings last season. Does one try to get a leg up?
He's a guy you have to game plan for. The way Young scores and passes the ball creates so many problems for the defense.
On the wing, Harris lets the 3 fly, connects from 3-point range. And that concludes the first quarter of play. DeMar DeRozan last season opened up about his battles.
A lot of people ashamed to talk.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes as public figures can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Tough defense throughout that first period, and it's really paying dividends.
Well, I think there's a level of physicality with them right now and not allowing the opponent to feel comfortable getting into their heads just a bit.
Setting the floor for Kansas City. They've got Jabari Parker. Curry is out there with Harris. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward. Now, here is Young. He had 10 points in the win against Portland. Lopez with the block.
Well, Lopez twice on the pipes. He has the length to do this every time on the defensive end.
And it's DeRozan missing.
Well, I'll tell you, if he keeps missing shots, it's going to be a tough night to try to trim this lead.
To the middle, Young. Some solid defense from Harris. Kansas City trails by 4. On its way from Curry for 2. He drains the quick shot. Curry's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Kansas City.
How about Steph Curry, guys? You look at the superstar beginnings. Think about he was born in Akron, Ohio, the same city as, of course, the great LeBron James. In fact, born in the same hospital, just 39 months apart. Something in the water up there, guys.
He's smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
14 feet away, and it's DeRozan missing.
Well, the defense trying to get out on him, but he's left with the open shot. He's got to make that one.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That is his first foul of the game. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Over to the left wing. Active Valanciunas.
You know, and he started off shooting it pretty well, but here in the second, he has started to falter.
You know, I think the activity level that Tristan Thompson plays with on missed shots is something every NBA player can learn from.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Marc Gasol is the more fiery of the Gasol brothers. Al Gasol says, I sugarcoat things a little more than Marc. He's more emotional, more direct. And Marc said, when a mistake happens on defense, I know you're not concentrating. I don't allow that. He knows controlling his frustration is important. He says, I'm working on it. Guys?
Part of leadership, DA. Thank you.
And Ball being aggressive there with his penetration, seizing on any open space to get to the basket.
Parker kicks to Curry. Passes to DeRozan. 5 on the clock. Now here's Lopez. They can't stop the run with that one.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Lets a floater go. Ball no good. Kansas City trails by 9.
2-for-1 territory, but they got to work quick.
Right, you don't want to rush it, but you do want to get off as quick a shot as possible. It's hard for them to cut into this lead when he's firing zeros. All period, he's been so cold.
Now, here is Young. The lead pushed to double digits. Young's got 8 points.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he's set to fire.
Now here's Curry. And here's Harris from the arc. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, for the Cavaliers. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, I like it, Ernie, because they're just not settling for outside shots. You know, that part of the game is pretty when it's going in. We've seen plenty of teams try that and fail. You got to have a balanced approach. And tonight, they found a ton of...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Kansas City. 11-point game. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got Jonas Valanciunas. Young is out there with Ball. Then there's Tristan Thompson, and it's Gasol and at the small forward position. Thompson, high post. Young left side. You know, Doris, certain guards just have a knack for scoring in the post. When you think of that list, I'm sure there are a couple right at the top that come to mind.
Yeah, well, who don't you want to deal with in the low post out of the guard position? I'll give you one. Dwayne Wade. If he's on the post with a back-down dribble that he can use to his advantage, turn the lights out. Here's another guy, Sean Livingston. Unbelievable length, plays at his own pace. Both guys are nightmares in the post. Good luck checking either one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. So it'll be Lonzo Ball shooting. They get Stephen Curry. The Cavaliers shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
Yeah, impressed with the work ethic of Ball. You can see a desire to want to be great, and he's going to continue to work on improving those weaknesses. Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big-time mistake.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. Following the 3 by Kansas City that went in. Goes up the baseline. It's hauled in by Harris. Kansas City trails by 10. Here's DeRozan. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And that's now 6 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Curry against Ball. Pass to Young. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
An effective multi-dimensional scorer. Young is incredible at turning on the Jets when he's feeling it.
And for Trae Young, it's a little unfair that he's already being compared to Steph Curry.
Scouts are always going to look for comparisons. And I'm not saying Young is Curry, but many of the strengths and weaknesses are similar. The size and athleticism, the insane range, and both have that it factor.
.153 left in the third. Here's DeRozan, and another basket for Kansas City.
Well, DeMar DeRozan excels at finding space to score from the mid-range. Whether it's coming off a screen or if he has to breaking down a defender, he'll get to that spot.
Now, here is Young. 13 points in the game. Here's Ball. Buries the long-range jumper.
And this is why Young is so dangerous. He just gets that shot off so fast before the defense can react.
Harris against Young. Harris finds Curry. Another 3 for Kansas City.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Ball, the pass to Young. Sinks the triple.
What a turnaround in the second half. So much more accurate overall.
59 seconds left here in the third quarter. Curry against Ball. The shot. And he overshot that one, missing. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Fires for three, and he's good on the three ball. Ball's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Curry with it. Now guarded by Ball. Curry kicks to Lopez. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Ball dishes to Valanciunas. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. Harris against Young. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the home team with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for Kansas City, DeRozan out there with Parker. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Harris in a 2-guard. On its way from Curry for 2. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Curry's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Kansas City. Young finds Valanciunas. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Commissioner Adam Silver recently said there's nothing magical about 82 games. Doris, what do you read into that?
I read nothing more than the leadership that Adam Silver is about. And it seems to me that the NBA is one of the most proactive professional sports leagues in the world. And by that I mean, Kevin, they will evaluate every aspect of their business. If they believe it's advantageous to make change, then they will go to their competition committee, they will go to their ownership committees, and they will make whatever change they believe is for the ultimate good of the game. And that's exactly what you'd hope for.
Personally, 82 games, in your opinion, what do you think?
You know what, Kevin, it can be a little bit of a grind, but there is money at stake. And obviously that's a difficult thing for owners to come up and over. The players would have to want to give some money back. So listen, 82 games is long, but what happens, I don't know.
Time called here. Kansas City decides to talk it over. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Well, I think this is a necessary timeout so they can figure out a way to limit the impact this guy's having from three-point range. They've got to dedicate more resources to their perimeter D.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. DeRozan surveying the D. The Trae. And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. And here's Young. To the paint. Here's Ball. And the shot goes in. And the Cavaliers lead by 20.
And Ball showing some killer instinct there. A solid athlete who knows how to score through contact.
Harris kicks to Parker. Curry way outside, and it's good on the assist by Parker. And that's 10 points for Steph Curry. The Cavaliers leading by 17. Ball, the pass to Valanciunas. Gasol against DeRozan. Thompson, high post. 6 on the shot clock. Let's go. The kick out to Young. The three-pointer, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
DeRozan's shot is off. Cavaliers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Cavaliers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Trae Young.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand. And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, it really was. They wanted this home win badly, and they went out and took it.
Now here's DeRozan. Curry kicks to Parker. Now the pass to Lopez. Connects from three-point range.
You simply have to remember that Brook Lopez can stroke the jumper. This guy on catch and shoot is terrific.
Here's Thompson. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Jabari Parker.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
Well, this is exactly how you put teams away. Late game execution leads to a tremendous win.
Now here's Waiters. Shoots over Burks. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Young against Frazier. Young outside. We see the Cavaliers get the win here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it.
Slept through the flight, not for the night. 767